Okay, using the cell phone only, let's see how we can make this into a better picture. Let me back up and show you what I've got set up. So I have the gray sweep, and I have a shop light up in the top right. Oh, we're out of focus. There we go. Right there. And that's my main source of light. That's my key light. Now it's pretty far back, so that's about as far back as I can move that light. And it's still pretty overhead. So we have weird shadows here because the light's coming down pretty at a sharp angle. If I move this back, see how the shadows open up and we get the label illuminated. And really what I would want to do, if I was taking a professional shot, is manicure this so it looks as good as possible. So I'll move in and see what it looks like. That's not bad, but the shadows are still pretty harsh. And harsh shadows can be fun, especially when you have something as shiny as this copper pot. That's all nice and reflective, throwing these specular highlights. But let's focus there. Take a picture. Okay. I'm going to back out for a minute. Show you that I got this big piece of diffusion cloth. I think it was $15 and I got a lot more than this. But so I had to cut this off the what I bought. If I hang this up over the light, it's just like a lampshade. It's going to soften the light. But I'm not trying to bring it all the way up against the shop light. I'm just getting it low and away from the shop light. And let's see, the lower I let it hang, the better. Because, yeah, I can get away with that. Go. I can go this low because when I zoom in, I'm not going to see that diffusion. Now let's see what it looks like. I got aimed down a little bit. That's a lot softer. That's kind of nice. Look at the reflection. You can see my hand in the reflection of the copper pot. And I'm going to go lower. And the more squared up we get with that copper pot, you can see me moving around in it. Okay, so we need to find a way to hide the camera, or we can go up so that the only thing being reflected is our gray surface. I'm going to angle the camera down so it's a better shot. So all the reflection is picking up is this surface down here. Okay, and whatever's out here. I could bring a card in from the left and you can see it move in. It's okay to have an object in there as long as it's not recognizable. We actually have this nice highlight right here from, I have another overhead light to the left, so I'm going to keep that there. One way to dress this is, first of all, I'm going to make sure all the dust is off the paper. Because just doing this saves me a lot of time in post in Photoshop. And I have some of the rice. I'll move it over. Okay, if I were doing this not for a tutorial but for work, I would spend a little more time manicuring that pile, a little more time straightening up the edges of this. I would clean the pot, because cleaning it, again, saves me all this setup does, all this work, making this better, straightening edges here, smoothing things out, and cleaning the pot saves me time in post-production in Photoshop. But I'm going to take this photo and then we'll look at it in the computer. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, speaking of reflections, I'm going to take a photo and then I'm going to move this out of the way because I want to get rid of that reflection. So I want to play with the options, all right, see if I like it with that reflection or not. So I take one photo as is, move this pile out of the way to get rid of that reflection, and then take another photo.